What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the one and only Bacon's Drinks channel here on YouTube. And since it's getting real cold down here in the South consistently, I've been going to a good bit of bonfires, and let me tell you, it got me thinking about a great winter drink that I made last year. The cocktail we're going to be doing today is called the Marshmallow Mule from an incredible book called Campfire Cocktails. You guys, you can see the book is right here, and excuse me, it's not called Campfire Cocktails, it's actually called Camp Cocktails, but it's actually a great book. It does have a lot of classic recipes, so if you guys who are real into mixology, a lot of these recipes will be ones that you already know. However, there is, I would say, about 5 to 10 very unique recipes in here that make the book completely worth it. So once again, if you're really into mixology, and especially if you're into outdoors, there is a lot of great cocktails in here that are meant to be enjoyed by the campfire and meant to be enjoyed outdoors. You can also find this book pretty easily on Amazon. I'll go ahead and include the link in the description. All right, guys, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get to making the cocktail. So this is actually a pretty simple one today, only 4 ingredients, and we're gonna build it straight in the glass. I'm using this incredible copper mug that I actually found while rifling through all the other glasses that I had in the back. I actually didn't know I had this, so it's actually pretty cool looking. You can, of course, use any vessel that you want. It doesn't have to be in a copper mug, but of course, as we know, copper mugs are traditionally what mules are served in. I believe the book actually says you can build this in a tall Collins glass. All right, guys, so first we're actually gonna fill the glass up with ice, and we're gonna be using cubed ice today. And just remember, there's basically gonna be no stirring or shaking required. Once again, a super easy cocktail. And we're gonna pour all of our ingredients over the ice today. I'm gonna fill this mug up approximately halfway. If you're using a standard Collins glass or a 12-ounce Collins glass, you can go ahead and fill the entire thing up with ice. All right, that should about do it. All right, guys, so first we're gonna do 1 lime wedge, just expressed right into the drink, just like that. And what I like to do is I like to go ahead and just throw the whole lime peel in there. All right, guys, and next we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of this incredible marshmallow ginger syrup. This is what makes this drink so unique and so special. I might include some videos of how to make this. I filmed it all on my phone, so please disregard the quality, but it's actually fairly simple to make, and I'll put the recipe in the description as always. All right, guys, so once again, we're gonna be doing 1.5 ounces of this. This stuff is absolutely incredible. I know what you're thinking, do marshmallow and ginger go together? They actually do. It's a very rich syrup, and also with that spiciness of the ginger, it's just absolutely incredible. And we're gonna pour that right over our ice, just like that. All right, perfect. All right, guys, and we're almost done, and next we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of my favorite bourbon, or favorite base bourbon to use, Buffalo Trace. I know a lot of you guys have trouble finding Buffalo Trace out there, and if you do, no worries. I'll probably use an Old Forester 100 proof would be just fine. All right, we're gonna pour that right over the ice, just like so. All right, perfect. All right, guys, we're on our last ingredient. We're just gonna top this baby up with soda water, but beware, don't pour too much soda water. I would recommend anywhere starting from 1 ounce to maybe 2 ounces. If this was in a smaller mug, I would be more than okay with filling it to the top, but since this is a bigger vessel, I'm probably once again just gonna try to eyeball it and make sure it's about 1 ounce to 2 ounces. If you put too much soda water in here, it will lengthen the cocktail too much and make it too watery. So let's go ahead and give this a pour. And once again, we're gonna be very careful about how much we pour in here. That should be about good. And all right, guys, just to make sure that syrup doesn't settle on the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a very quick little stir here. Just enough to kind of agitate it. All right, perfect. All right, guys, next we're gonna get to our garnish, and this is what's truly gonna make this a camp cocktail or a campfire cocktail. And we're actually gonna garnish this with a massive marshmallow, but we have to toast it first. And in the book, it says you can use a blowtorch, a match. I only have matches today, so let's go ahead and attempt to give this a try. All right, I'm gonna hold these matches away so that sulfur doesn't get on the drink, and let's see if we can kind of, the goal is to kind of toast it and hopefully light it on fire. Of course, I don't have an actual campfire to which I can do this. I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. Let's see if we can try something else here real quick. All right, guys, so once again, since I don't have a campfire, I figured we would try doing this over a candle. So let's see how this works. If you really have a blowtorch, that would probably be best here. I don't know how this is gonna work out. Look at that. So it's actually on fire, if you can see that. Let's go ahead and blow it out. Perfect. So we got it toasted just a little bit. It looks a little blacker than what I would like. I like that nice brown kind of toasted marshmallow look, but once again, I think you can only achieve that using a blowtorch. So what we're gonna do It actually smells really nice. I'm gonna put this right over the drink, just like that. And there you have it, guys, the Marshmallow Mule. Let's go ahead and give it a taste real quick. I'm gonna keep the marshmallow on there because it actually smells really good over the top of the cocktail like that. If you guys want to remove it or use a straw, you can. It's not a big deal. So let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, man, that is absolutely delicious. It basically reminds me of my childhood. It's basically the campfire and camping experience in a glass. Just absolutely delectable, guys. Now, real quick, I'm not gonna give you guys all the tasting notes today. The reason being is because we have a very special guest on the channel today. Before I started Bacon's Drinks channel, I actually had another channel called the Bacon and Food Podcast. It was an incredible podcast, and we had a lot of fun filming it. And my partner, we called him the Food Man. His name is actually Matthew. He's my cousin, and he's actually a cocktail connoisseur of sorts himself. So I'm actually gonna invite him over since he's in for the holidays, and he's gonna come behind the bar today and give you guys some of his tasting notes. So if you will, ladies and gentlemen, the Food Man himself, Mr. Matthew Hendry, come on back.
I'm not quite the connoisseur that Bacon is, but I'll do my best here.
And guys, we got kind of a funny little mic set up because I don't have a boom mic, so we're doing our best here. But give it a taste, man. Tell me what you think.
That's delicious. First off, the ginger and the marshmallow really clash very well, like the rich spiciness of that ginger that goes along with the fluffiness and sweetness of the marshmallow. And along with the lime, the acidity of the lime, really adds that mule taste to it. And that's pretty much it. It reminds me, just like he said, it reminds me of a campfire during cold weather. Good times.
Absolutely, man. I think it's absolutely incredible. I'm glad you like it. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Once again, hopefully Matt can come back. He's actually a pretty funny dude, and hopefully if he's able to move back, we can kind of continue making content together. I know a lot of you guys never saw that podcast, but we had a great time doing it, and we have a pretty good dynamic. So hopefully if he is able to make it back, we can kind of get a nice little 1-2 punch going and kind of, you know, make the content a little more dynamic here on the Bacon Strings channel. All right, guys, with that being said, that's it for today's video. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more of my content in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you could, please leave me a comment. That really helps get the algorithm going. If you have any feedback or you have any questions about the recipes or the ingredients or whatever, just leave them in the comments, guys. That really helps me out a ton. And guys, remember our goal. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm not sure if we're going to make it. I think we're at 675 right now, but let's really make a push. Hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button is completely free, and it will once again really help me out a ton. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in as usual. And as always, have a great and safe weekend. My name is Patrick Bacon, and I will see you guys next time.
Nice.
That's it.